What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So NBA 2K26 just dropped about 2 minutes ago, and here we are with our first rebuild of NBA 2K26. And of course, it's only right if we start with my favorite team, that being the Portland Trailblazers. Go ahead, jump in and rebuild the Portland Trailblazers in NBA 2K26. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 50,000 subs. If you'd like to help us reach that goal, and if you are new around here, that would be greatly appreciated. So here we are. I mean, I don't really think much has changed, which is kind of my expectation every single year. There is a few new things, don't get me wrong, but for the most part, things are basically the same. The interface a little bit different. I know there's like this directives thing at the end. I'm not gonna lie, I turned it off. I don't care about upgrading the facilities. That's not what I play this game for. So I turned that off for now. I don't really want to deal with it, so that is why it is indeed off. So unfortunately, we're not going to be trying that out. And of course, the simulation thing is different. I don't know if I can change that mid-season, but yeah, you can. So there's smartest, there's a happy medium, and there's the fastest. One thing you guys may know, or if you haven't noticed my videos before, I always play with CPU trades off. The trades they do in 2K are just so stupid and unrealistic that I always have it off anyway. So I don't know if I had this on, if it would change anything. I am going to go ahead and try smartest. I have no idea. It probably won't change a thing since I have CPU trades off, obviously, but I'm going to put it on anyway to kind of just see what happens. But for year number one, this is what we got. Well, of course, you got to go through all the tutorials first since we are new. Of course, there's no draft classes either, but we have Drew Holiday, we have Shaden Sharp, we have Kamara, Avdia, Klingon. Of course, Damian Lillard is going to be out for the season. We got Jeremy Grant, Robert Williams. You got Scoot Henderson off the bench, Thibault. But these are not the minutes the way I would see it happening. Let's first and foremost make Damian Lillard out for the season. That's the first thing we got to do. So I got to shuffle the deck here, and then I'll get back to what the actual rotation will look like. So that's the first thing we need to get done here. So I had to exit MyNBA to update 2K there for a second, but we are back. So we got Scoot Henderson and Shaden Sharp in the backcourt starting. I have no idea what the Blazers starting five will actually be in real life. I don't think really anyone truly knows, but you'd probably imagine Kamara, Avdia, and Klingon are starting, but maybe there's a world where Jeremy Grant's starting. I have no idea. We do have Damian Lillard hurt now like he is in real life, but other than that, we're going to go ahead, simulate season number one. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and kind of just see what the sim speed's looking like to start things off here. So one thing I will say, I don't know if any of you guys have ever noticed it, but if you do have CPU to CPU trades off, the sim speed is always faster. I'm sure you've probably figured that out by now, but that is why I usually have it off, because one, the trades are always dumb and stupid, and two, the sim speed is just much faster. It feels about the same though so far. I will say we obviously don't have draft classes just yet. The game just came out, so don't think anybody's had access to create draft classes, but I could be wrong. I have no idea. But one thing that I did notice in Kenny's video, that there's a cup MVP, which I think is actually pretty cool. So that's kind of a cool feature that they've added. But as I mentioned, as far as the directives at the end of the season where you can upgrade the facility and all that, I don't realistically see myself using that. Honestly, that's not something I ever asked for. That feels like a MyGM feature. But maybe it's something I should be exploring going forward in the future if it's something that maybe will be cool. But I find it hard to imagine it's going to be anything special, but hey, I could be wrong. But for now, I'm going to go ahead, skip to the end of year number one, and we're going to see where we finish up at. We started out rough, but right now we're contending for a play-in spot, so maybe we find our way there. So at the end of year number one, Nikola Jokic wins MVP, and he's like wagging the finger at us, which is kind of interesting. Kind of a new pose I haven't seen in 2K before. Cooper Flag is your rookie of the year for Dallas. Malik Monk is your sixth man. Wemby is your depoy. Scoot is your most improved player. That's a different pose too. I mean, kind of makes the game feel a little different, but it is cool that he won most improved player. I also didn't mess with shot tendencies or anything like that, so he just naturally averaged 24 and 5, which is great to see. KD is your clutch player. Again, I think that's another pose. And then Jason Kidd, coach of the year. Zachary Staples is your executive. So here's your All-NBA first team. We got Jokic, Shea, Wemby, Luka, and Cade Cunningham. All-NBA second team, you got Giannis, Steph, LeBron, James, and Bam Adebayo. All-NBA third team, all-defensive first team, and all-defensive second team. Here's your all-rookie first team and all-rookie second team. So one thing I also noticed when I was kind of watching the beginning of Kenny's video, I didn't finish it all out, but most of you guys know I did a share scenario in 2K25, and the simulation looked very similar, like where the Bulls are randomly good, the Mavericks always dominate, and stuff like that. So I'm a little worried that being the similar thing we'll see, but I guess we'll find out. So right now we see Scoot Henderson averaged 24 points per game to lead the season. Jeremy Grant averaged 19 points per game, which is pretty interesting. So low-key, that's kind of nice, though, because that could actually bolster his trade value. I mean, if the man was going to average 19 on really good efficiency, I think there'd be some teams lining up for his services. So I actually like that he was able to do that. So probably make it easier to trade him this offseason. 18 from Shaden Sharp. Yeah, 16 and 8 from Denny Avdia. 11 from Drew Holiday and 9 from Tamani Kamara. And then I can already tell you can like click Y to go per 36, per 100 metrics, which is cool. I like that. Absolute and then per game. So yeah, it's really cool. I like that a little bit. That's different. All right, we did not make the playoffs, by the way. We ended up just barely missing out in the play-in spot. Well, actually, a little bit more than barely. We went 37 and 45, which is probably in a better spot to get us a lottery pick, of course. And then as far as team stats were concerned, even though, like I said, it probably doesn't matter too much this season, our offensive rating was going to be, what, 21st overall? And on the defensive side of the football, we were probably pretty low if I had to guess. But in real life, the Blazers were pretty good defensively last year, 120. Okay, so let's simulate these playoffs, and let's see if the Mavericks go on and win it all like they usually did in 2K25. The Thunder, yep, there it is, Mavericks and Cavs. Where did the Bulls end up? No, the Bulls got eliminated, so at least they got eliminated in the play-in. But all right, Mavericks, Cavs. Is it going to be the Mavs? It is. The Mavericks are still here to dominate. So they beat the Cavaliers in 5 games. Don't get me wrong, the Mavericks are a contender in real life, but to the point where the Oklahoma City Thunder just always disrespecting the 2K sim feels weird. Also, this interface, I don't know. I think I like it, but it also feels kind of plain. But I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me. All right, let's get to the offseason. So I will say this is, I believe, where there would be directives like you could upgrade the facilities and all that. And maybe that is something, like I said, that I should have had on for this video. Dude, I just have no interest in it. Like when I saw it in the My Direct or the report, courtside report, I just didn't care. I'm like, that's a My GM thing in my opinion, but maybe in the future, I'll look into it. I didn't watch Kenny's whole video, so maybe it like affected the video in a way. But we have the 7th best odds at getting, you know, the #1 overall pick. I'm going to imagine we don't get lucky. Let's see, though. And we will get wow, we dropped all the way to 11. So Miami's going to get 1. We got Pelicans via Milwaukee, and then Rockets via the Brooklyn Nets, which I'm pretty sure that pick is not even supposed to be on the Rockets. So I'm already noticing that there's some things wrong. I'm pretty sure the Nets have their 25-26 pick back from that trade. And then they got, maybe I could be wrong, though. Maybe I'm mixing things up in my head. 27. Where's Atlanta, though, with Milwaukee's pick? And I'm noticing, I think that pick, am I crazy or yeah, the Hawks should have that pick, dude. Are we really doing this still, 2K? You can't have the picks correct. It's just baffling, man. We know it. We know. Why are we surprised, though? Why are we surprised? So that was the Derek Queen trade. The Pelicans have that pick. Although, yeah, because the Hawks should have the best of the Pelicans Milwaukee pick, and they just don't. Unless if I'm just missing it, but I don't think they do. So that's super infuriating and frustrating that they can't do stuff like that. Chauncey's going to be the head coach still, but I'm already disappointed halfway in the video, or not even halfway in the video, I should say. But one thing we do know is we have the 11th pick once again, and of course, now this is kind of cool. It says, so we just go into Trade Finder, and it actually tells us that Kamara will resign. I actually like that. That's actually kind of cool. So there is some things, man. There is a few things. So I guess that's only in Trade Finder, though. I guess I can go ahead, but this used to be a thing you can do anyway. So I am going to go ahead and negotiate with Kamara and give him a contract. So I'm using the default contract sliders right now. It was Kamara, and then I think, was Denny talking about? No, it was Jeremy Grant, I believe, that I saw. But we want to trade Jeremy Grant. So this is going to be the most hyper-realistic rebuild, I would say, to start things off here. I'm just kind of exploring right now. But let's get into a Jeremy Grant trade. That's something we definitely need to get done. There's always been rumors about maybe Grant going to the Los Angeles Lakers, so why not make it happen here? He just had a great season. Again, this probably is not going to happen in real life, but Dalton Connect is someone that the Lakers have already moved and, of course, got him back because the physical being failed. But we're going to get off Jeremy Grant's contract entirely here, and we're going to get Dalton Connect, which is a shooter that the Blazers need. We need shooting, so this is why this trade makes way too much sense. So we're going to go ahead and make that happen. Connect hasn't been very impressive in the NBA, I will say, but he is going to be a really nice addition to this rotation as far as needing a shooter here. So I love that addition, and I like that a lot. So now on draft night, we have the 11th pick. I don't ever, and I mean ever, use auto-generated 2K draft classes, so I have no idea what to expect here if we're going to be able to get anything with this 11th pick, but we'll try. So number 1 is going to be Byron Peeler. The 2K auto-generated like players just look so fake, it's not even funny. Like, I don't know. It's just, they look off. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. Some of these guys just don't even look real, but whatever. It is what it is. I mean, I guess they're AIs, right? I don't know. But number Nathan Lloyd, and they're fake people, Dwayne Harrison, and then we get the pick at number 11. Okay. So number 11, we have Michael Wilson. He's got a Hall of Fame ceiling at the point guard position at 6'5". We have Shannon Samuels, Hall of Fame ceiling, 6'2" point guard, or Warren Watson, all-star. We got starter. So, I mean, I guess we probably take one of the Hall of Fame guys at the top, right, for the best available player. While we may not necessarily need a point guard, but I think I'm going to go ahead and take Michael Wilson here out of England. So, welcome to the Blazers, Michael Wilson. Don't know how good you will be, but I'm excited to have you anyway. So, we got Francis Norson, Reed, and then this is just a second round pick. I'm going to let the AI take care of that one. So, our overall at number 11 ended up being a 71, so it looks like we could have maybe done a little bit better. So, I don't know. Not really sure what to expect out of this guy. Probably won't be a huge rotational piece for us. So our 11th pick might have been just thrown away because we don't have real draft classes yet. Scoot Henderson, Klingon, I'll accept. I will go ahead and decline Chris Murray, though. He's just very bad, dude. I don't know what to say more than that. But qualifying our player options. So, wait, can I... Did not let me change these player options? Like, I should have the option to decline Scoot. Not that I want to, but I guess it's just automatically accepted. Or no, wait. Never mind, I'm stupid. I think I just did it already. Never mind. Ignore that. Ignore that. I quit team options twice. Ignore what I was just saying. Okay, Shaedon Sharpe is going to be a free agent, and Ryan Repair is going to be a free agent as well. Two guys that I would have interest in bringing back. You already have Durant as a free agent. Of course, he doesn't have a new contract in Houston. So what do we want to add to this team to make them better? So, of course, Damian Lillard is about to be healthy again. We'll have Damian Lillard and Scoot Henderson as a point guard rotation. We just got Dalton Connect, and we'll resign Shaedon Sharpe. So I do think Drew Holiday is someone who should probably be moving as well. So that is going to be the next move. We already traded Jeremy Grant. Let's go ahead and trade the other hypothetical. I mean, Holiday's contract, yeah, I would say is kind of bad. So I'm going to trade the other bad contract that the Blazers have. So I am going to go ahead and ship off Drew Holiday to the Detroit Pistons for Ron Holland. If the Pistons want to maybe make a little bit more of a playoff push, again, not the most realistic video we're doing today. If it was more realistic, I probably wouldn't be doing this. But we'll get Ron Holland, who's going to replace Chris Murray as the backup 4, and the Pistons get themselves Drew Holiday. So I like that trade. Scoot should hopefully develop like crazy. Dame will be back as the backup, and then we'll move Connect over to the backup 2 guard. Ron Holland's brought in. Maybe move him to the backup 3. And then we got Donovan Klingon, and of course Robert Williams in free agent, which someone I didn't even trade away. I usually trade him like immediately in Blazers rebuilds, but I think he's just a free agent. So honestly, a low-key might be in our best interest to bring him back, though. We don't really have a backup 5, although unless Young Hanson's going to develop, which I just don't know if he will. Of course, this is a new game, so I have no idea how he will develop, but maybe I give him a shot, though. I guess I'm going to try to see if he works out. So first thing, I'm going to go ahead and re-sign Shaedon Sharpe to his new deal. So we'll bring him a new contract. And then I'm going to go for a backup power forward, I think is the other thing I wanted to go for. So backup power forward, I have freed up quite a bit of money to go for something here. So like not Keegan Murray, but a Barnes on a minimum wouldn't sound too bad. Or Aaron Wiggins, who is only expected $2 million for some reason. I don't know why that's the case, but okay. Kenrich Williams, Nicholas Batum, Nikola Jovic, or Trey Lyles. I mean, I think this is a no-brainer. Or I guess it's more than that. But I'm going to go ahead and grab him. I mean, the Thunder waived him, so I'm going to go ahead and, I guess, claim him. I think if you obviously get waived, you'd probably be on waivers, which is why we're picking up his contract. So, yeah, I'm totally cool with paying Aaron Wiggins the amount of money he was asking for. And I'm cool with renouncing everybody else. I'm also going to renounce Ryan Repair since we did just bring in Ron Holland. So, yeah, I like that. That's going to be a good start to this offseason, I think. We kind of have ourselves a little bit of a full rotation in my mind of what I want to go ahead and run next year. Now, the main thing is to figure out if Young Hansen and Scoot and all these guys are going to develop. I have no idea what their development will look like. So, wow. Already noticing some red flags. We got Shaedon Sharpe and Scoot up to an 83 and an 84. That's great. We have Tamani Kamara down 1 for no idea why. This one is the big one. Why is Denny Avdia down to an 80 overall? That makes literally no sense. At the age of 25, this man is regressing to an 80 overall. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Connects up to an 80, which is great. Wiggins also regressed. Like, what is going on? And then Young Hansen didn't develop too much. He went up 3 overall. I'm still gonna give him the backup center role, but damn, dude, the Denny Avdia thing is just weird to me. I'm gonna push. I don't agree with that. Why are we doing that? So I also know that Kenny said that it is different to edit. I don't know how you edit now. Or quick edit to the left trigger. Okay, I see now. So this is how you, and then edit column. Okay, this is how you do it. So you just got to click the left trigger. Nothing crazy. And then do I do Y? Yeah, okay, so it's still that. All right, I can get used to that. It's going to take some getting used to, but what did I want to fix? Okay, hold on. I got to figure this out because I'm actually still confused right now. Let me get back to you. So I went ahead and fixed the things I wanted to fix. That is going to go ahead and take some getting used to since they changed the button there. But this is what it's going to look like going into next season. And I think I'm cool with this rotation. So we have Scoot Henderson, Shaedon Sharpe, Tamani Kamara, Denny Avdia. So I pushed them back to what they should be in my opinion. Donovan Clingan's an 81. Damian Lillard's come off the bench, an 84 overall. Ron Holland, 80. Connect, 80. And Aaron Wiggins, 77. And then Thible's getting that last spot. But low-key, I'd like to see it be Young Hansen. I'm also just going to run a 9 rotation this season, though, and have Young Hansen as kind of the next guy, off the bench there. So, all right, that's not Young Hansen. This is what we want. So Young Hansen, hopefully he continues to develop really nicely because I want to see him be a big part of this video if we can. But we barely missed out on the play-in last year, technically. So we're going to see if we can bounce back this year and maybe make a push. Also, one thing we didn't look at in the first season is this. So we could go 7 seconds, 3.5, or we can go perimeter-centric, 3.5. So I think I'm going to go ahead and change this to perimeter-centric. We still have Chauncey Billups at the moment. Now, the Blazers did get bought and sold in real life, so it's going to be interesting to see what the new owner decides to do with Chauncey and Joe Cronin, but we won't know until we get there. So let's go ahead, simulate this season. Let's see if we have ourselves maybe a play-in spot, playoffs maybe this year. It would be great if we did, but we'll never know until at the end. And if I do decide to make a trade at the deadline, of course, I will show you. But I'm riding high with this team we have right now. And we are hovering around 500, so we'll see what happens. So at the end of year number 2, Shea is your MVP. Lopez is your rookie of the year for the Rockets. Damian Lillard is your 6th man, averaging 23, 50, 40, 90 off the bench, which is lovely to see. Wemby's your depoy. Dillingham most improved, and Shea is your clutch player, and Kidd is your coach of the year. Hobson is your executive. So here's your All-NBA first team with Shea, Jokic, Doncic, John Morant, and Wemby. All-NBA second team and All-NBA third team. So no Blazers for us. All defensive first team and all defensive second team. We do get Donovan Clingan already making an all defensive team though, which is great to see. And here's your all rookie team. So of course our rookie didn't play. Don't really know what to expect out of him in this video. I don't know if we'll see anything, but hey, we did make the play-in, so that's cool. I think we finished over 500. No, we didn't. We still finished 2 games under 500 at 40 and 42. So that sucks. But here were your player stats. We had 26 from Scoot Henderson, who continues to be really good. 23 from Damian Lillard. He does have a player option this offseason. I'm kind of curious to see if he'll accept that. I'm going to assume he's not going to. But we'll see. Sharpe average 19, 16 from Denny Avdia with 7, 11 from Connect, then 7 from Ron Holland, 7 from Kamara, 6 from Clingan, and 6 from Aaron Wiggins. So, without further ado, also one thing we need to look at is how did we do team stats wise. So, offensive rating, we were number 6. That's great to see. Defensive rating, it didn't look like we were very good. I saw our number pretty high. So, yeah, we're 25. So, not a good defense according to 2K. But, all right. Houston's the matchup. They got Fred VanVleet, Ahmed Thompson, Kevin Durant, Jabari Şengün. Of course, as you guys can see, this is a little bit different as well, the interface anyway. And Lopez was an 80 overall for them out of the draft, so that's good for them. So let's see how this is going to go. I guess we'll go ahead and simcast, shall we? So we are on the road in Houston. We got 2 chances to get into the actual playoffs, so let's see. But this time around, it looks like we're going to get obliterated. We have no shots. So we're going to lose 115 to 144. Not good. I am going to go ahead and listen to 2K suggestion. No, they want to start Connect, I guess, in the next one, which is interesting. We get Denver, which the Blazers do have a familiar, history with the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs. So this time a 1-game elimination style play-in tournament game in Portland. We were down there for a second. A close game, but we are going to punch our ticket to the playoffs. So 33-8-8 from Scoot. 21 from Connect starting, although he went 0 for 7 from 3. Still put up 21 points. Denny with 17 and Dame with 13 and Shaedon Sharpe with 13. Okay, we do get the Mavericks still in round 1, so I don't feel good about our chances here, especially if the Mavericks are going to keep dominating, which I'm going to assume they will. So Kyrie, Christie, Flag's already up to an 89 overall. AD, Lively, Gafford, Russell, Najee Marshall, and Jaden Hardy. So more than likely, we're not going to take out the Mavs, but if we get one game, I feel decent about that. So game 1 is going to go to Dallas. They beat us 124 to 102. So yeah, I kind of expected that. Game 2 is going to go to them as well. Game 3 is probably going to go to them. Yeah, we're going to get swept, dude. We're going to get swept, and we lose in 4s. So we stood no chance there, which makes sense. So I think we got to make some big moves this offseason. Mavericks, Pacers, and the Mavericks keep doing their thing, man. They win, and they win another championship. So we got our work cut out for us this offseason. So Kyle Lowry's going to retire a Celtic. I was curious to see. Damian Lillard does want to call it a career. I don't want to bring him back, but I also know that we may not be able to keep him around. I would like to keep him around on that contract. I think I am going to go ahead and override it for 1 season. I think he plays out the entirety of that contract, and I'm going to make him accept that player option if it still lets me, because I think he will. I think there's an outside chance he accepts that. So Which, yeah, so we're gonna make him accept that, or at least that used to work anyway. I think it is. So yeah, Dame's gonna play one more season with us. I think that's right. So let's go to the lottery, even though this year it's not gonna matter for us because we actually made the playoffs. So our pick's gonna go to the Chicago Bulls. We got Knicks via Washington, Thunder via Utah. Again, draft picks just not fixed. Not something 2K can do, I guess, because they refuse to do it every single year. So I'm gonna, I don't know. It's just gonna have to be a problem. I don't really know what else to do about that. But it is what it is. Chauncey Billups, though, I mean, he got us into the playoffs, but this could be the right offseason to fire him if we go for like a Missoula or something. So, yeah, I would imagine new owner being here that eventually changes would be made. So I'm going to go and throw Missoula a contract. Not even sure he should be here, though, unless he got fired from the Celtics, which is possible because the Celtics are a team that usually never do good in the 2K sim. Not going to lie to you guys, I think he's like the only one I want. So if we don't get him, I mean, there's Jason Kidd as well, which once upon a time, the Blazers were interested in him back in the day. And then there's Connor, so I guess I'll throw him a deal as well, just in case. Okay, so Connor is going to accept our deal, probably the guy we're going to be getting. So Brian Connor, welcome to the Blazers, and now we'll head to draft night. We don't have a first-round pick at all, though, so probably doesn't matter for us too much. Player options, we got Donovan Clingan, Connect, Ron Holland, Young Hansen. So yeah, this is what I did last year. I literally had the option accept, and then, oh, it did that. And then, or I clicked on it again, and then, yeah, I was stupid last year, so ignore that. We did have 4 seconds, though, and they did sign some guys for us. So qualifying offers, we got Scoot Henderson, which, yeah, that's going to be a must re-sign. So we'll go ahead and get that out of the way. Scoot Henderson will get his new contract with us. That's a no-brainer. Was always going to be a guy we would re-sign. Okay, the next few moves, although we do have like an MLE to use we could go for, we'll maybe look into that. I do want to make some trades. So Damian Lillard, Scoot Henderson's here to stay. Michael Wilson might be somebody we move. Shaden Sharp Connect, I still like that a lot as well. Kamara, Ron Holland, I don't hate that. And then Daniel Avdia, Aaron Wiggins. I think to me, the position of upgrade, which they got us a manual. Wait, was he drafted in round 2? Or did we have a first round pick? I didn't think we did. What the hell? I guess we did. From what? Oh, the Matt, or was it the Matt? I can't remember why we have a first round pick. Didn't think we did, to be honest with you. NBA draft. We had a, I didn't realize we had a pick in this draft. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess we got a first round. I mean, he's a 75 overall as well. He actually might have some trade value. We'll see. We'll see what we can do with him. But yeah, I'm going to look into making a trade probably at the center spot. I think that's the kind of position I want to upgrade. I'm going to go see if there is a center available that we can bring in here to kind of turn things around for us. So I'm not going to lie to you guys. The guy I am all in on is Alex Sarr. I want him to be our brand new center if we can bring him in from the Washington Wizards. Fits our timeline. He's going to probably keep developing, which is also, really cool. Him and Clingan could be a really nice center rotation going forward. I like it. They could even play together at times, I believe. So that is why I like it even more. So we're going to go ahead and throw Michael Wilson at them, and probably the new draft pick in Edmund Williamson, who does not have a lot of trade value, but we do have some picks that we can utilize. So we got this Bucks pick that is going to be good, but we're hoping to be good next year as well. We're tired of being bad. So I would be fine with throwing them Wiggins as well if that changes anything. So let's see if they agree. They don't agree just yet, but I got more picks I could throw at you. So it wasn't the Orlando pick that I thought maybe was part of the trade as well. Clingan, I'm not throwing in here. Young Hansen, I guess I could in theory, but I'd feel disrespectful if I did that. Gonzalez probably ain't going to change it. Man, I really want to make this happen if we can, and they do agree. So we do give up quite a bit. We get Alex Sarr. So Alex Sarr and freaking Donovan Clingan as our center rotation. I like that a lot. And we could even maybe, in theory, if we really wanted to, we could start Clingan and Sarr together at a 4 and 5 combo. We might, we'll see. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to do anything else in free agency, though. I think we're kind of good with what we have. I like our rotation. Maybe you could convince me we need a power forward since we just traded Wiggins away, though. So we have Aldama, Jovic. So yeah, give me Aldama. I'll take Aldama as a backup 4 for us. So probably a guy that gets minutes if needed. So player progression, we got Scoot up to an 87, Sarr's up to an 87, Shaden Sharp 86, 84 Daniel Avdia. So this time they're developing it rather than going down. Kamara still went down. Damian Lillard did regress to an 80, which is not too surprising. And Young Hansen, he is continuing to get better down here. So, I mean, we could, in theory, run that rotation like I said. Ron Holland didn't move at all. He's an 81 overall. So, it is what it is on that front. But we're going to go ahead and get into year number 3. We just went from missing the playoffs year 1, made the playoffs last year, and now we're kind of hoping to be a contender potentially going into this season. So to me, the rotation's looking pretty good, other than the fact I'm just going to run a 9 deep rotation. So we got Scoot Henderson, Shaded Shark, Kamara, Avdia, Alex Sarr, Connect, Klingon, who didn't move at all. So I think it is a good thing that we got Alex Sarr here with Ron Holland and Damian Lillard. So that does leave like Aldama and Young Hansen out of the rotation still, but I think I'm cool with it. So we're going to see how this is going to go. Power Rank has a 7th overall. Proficiency is a 4-star. I think this is a team that could go maybe win it all. I don't know. I'm just saying. I think it has a shot. We'll see, though. We need to be a contender and a top seed in the West to have a shot at that. Don't want to walk in as a play-in spot, and so far that is what is the result, or what the result is. But maybe we eventually turn it around. That's the hope. But man, this looks abysmal so far. Why are we so bad? So at the end of year number 3, Luka wins MVP. Sean C. Page is your Rookie of the Year. Miles Bridges is your 6-man. Wemby is your depoy. Walker is your Most Improved. And Jalen Brown's your Clutch Player. And Kidd is your Coach of the Year. And Executive goes to Aaron Phillips. So here's your All-NBA first team with Luka, Jokic, Shea, Cade, and Wemby. Jokic did go to the Warriors as well. Here's your All-NBA second team and All-NBA third team. So Scoot Henderson makes an All-NBA third team, which is great to see. Look at his stats in just a second. Here's your All-Defensive team. Sarr makes it this time, which is great. I love that we acquired him. And we are in the playoffs as the 5th seed, as we get to play the team that eliminated us. Well, they didn't eliminate us, obviously, but they did beat us in the first leg of the play-in there last year. We had 27 from Scoot to lead the way with 7 assists. He had 20 from Sharp, 16 from Connect, 16 from Avdia with 8 rebounds, 15 from Damian Lillard, 14 from Sarr, 7 from Ron Holland, 7 from Kamara, 5 and 10 from Donovan Klingon. But all that matters is how will we do in these playoffs. So offensive rating, we were number 1. In defensive rating, we were pretty decent, it looked like. So we were 11th, so that was much better than last year. So all right, well, let's go ahead and get into this bad boy and see if we can take out the Rockets, who I assume don't have Kevin Durant anymore. Or they do still have him. So they got Reed Shepherd, they got Amin Thompson, Kevin Durant, Lopez, Şengün, Jabari, Nick Smith, Tari Eason, and Capella. So this is looking like a pretty good team in Houston. Let's see how we do against them. So game 1 is going to go to Houston. They win at home, and they win both games at home. So we got to try to win 2 games at home to tie the series. So let's simcast, because if we lose a third one in a row, we're probably in trouble. And that's exactly what is about to happen, it looks like. So we will lose 128 to 115. So we find ourselves down 3-0. I thought this was going to be a time we'd make some noise, but unfortunately, it may not happen that way, as we're going to have to win 4 straight in a row if we're going to get out of this. But it's probably not going to go. Overtime happens, though, and we do win game 4. So we're not dead just yet. Let's also just go to an 8-man rotation. Why not? Backs against the wall. Maybe there's an outside chance in our very first video we come down from 3-0 and win this series. I mean, we do have a lead here in this one, but can we hang on to it, though? This would be 2 straight victories if we hang on, and we do. 124 to 104. If we win 1 more, then, hey, game 7 could happen. So we go back to Portland for it as well. Got to win 1 more, and oh my gosh, we might have ourselves a game 7. So, close game thus far. Can we hang on and win, or are we going to be disappointed here? We are going to force a game 7 after being down 3-0. Absolutely insane. Okay. Did we do all this for nothing, though? There is a chance that is the case, because 2K always used to do that to me. So, can we come back out here and win a 3-0 comeback in our very first 2K26 rebuild? Looking good at the moment. Close. We're going to come down from 3-0 and beat the Rockets. Oh my gosh. Scoot with 44, 29 from Daniel Avdia, and 24 from Shaded Sharp. Bro, I need Minnesota to take out Dallas. I really do. Although Minnesota's pretty scary too. Who's it going to be? It's going to be the Mavericks. Of course it's the Mavericks. So they've already won 2 in a row. So I do have a very bad feeling about this. Let's simcast against Dallas. Okay. Let's simcast game 1. If we can steal game 1, we could be in a great spot. We might have all the confidence in the world after coming back from 3-0. Hey, we're going to win game 1. 29 from Alex Sarr, 28, 25, and 23. So we get 1 on the road. And if we could take out the Mavericks, surely we can win anything, right? I mean, I don't know. That's just my gut feeling right now. But let's see. It's a close game. Can we steal game 2? No. They're going to win game 2. Very close game 2, though. All right. Game 3. Going to go back home. Simcast has been our best friend here, so let's keep it up. Simcasting game 3, but the Mavericks may have just let us have game 1. Although these games have been close, we got to get game 3, though. We got to get game 3. We don't. We're down 2-1. Okay. Game 4 is a must-win. It's a must-win, and we start out very slow, but I think, no. Are we going to get back in it? No, I think we're going to go down 3-1. So it was a moment of confidence there for a second, but we're down 3-1. So I thought maybe, just maybe, we'd give the Mavericks a problem after winning game 1 and having a close game 2 and 3 with them. But hey, we just came back from 3-0. Maybe we can come back from 3-1 as well. We have the win, I think, secured here, 130 to 112. Gotta win one more. We forced a game 7. We were able to do it last time at home for game 6. We forced a game 7 again after being down 3-0, then 3-1. Would be a wild set of circumstances. Come on, hang on to this lead, please. 2K, do this. Oh my gosh, we're forcing game 7 again. Another game 7 is happening after we found our backs against the wall. Okay, game 7 on the road in Dallas. Do we get back out here and secure another comeback? Oh my gosh, we have the lead right now, but Dallas is right behind us. Right behind us. And oh my gosh, we just came back from 3-0, then 3-1, and now we get to play the Oklahoma City Thunder. So the Thunder have Shea, Casey Wallace, Jalen Williams, Chet, Hardenstein, Molotopich, Sorber, Victor Bryant, and Zaire Williams. Game 1 is going to go to OKC. Game 2 is going to go to us. Game 3 is going to go to us. Game 4 is going to go to them. Okay, I think Simcast is the move now. Game 5 on the road. I'd prefer to not go down 3-2. We've been down 3-0 and then 3-1. So if we can avoid 3, whatever, that would be great. 3-2. It's 3-2. Okay, we're going to have to do this cycle, man. We're going to have to do the cycle. We can come back from 3-0, then 3-1, then 3-2, right? We can do it. And then, I don't know. Let's see. Can we make it happen? Got to force a game 7, though, to even have a shot at that. Game 7, I need you. I need you like oxygen. Can we get it? Oh my gosh, we take the lead late. Can we hang on? They take the lead back. Ah, it's so disappointing, dude. After all of that, we're going to lose. Knicks Thunder, and the Knicks do beat the Thunder in 5 games. Damn, that felt like a really outside chance that we were about to have a crazy postseason there. So, unfortunately, it was not meant to be. We got Nets getting 2 first-rounders, but I think we got ourselves a, team going forward. I mean, we just showed a lot of grit there, and now we might make another move this offseason. So, we got Young Hansen will accept, and then that's looking good there. Qualifying offers, Ron Holland, Sar, Connect, and Klingon. I mean, all guys I want to bring back, so this team's going to get expensive. But thankfully, a new owner is in town. Damian Lillard is going to keep playing, but I think I might let him go, man. I kind of wish he would have just retired after that, but he's going to keep playing. But, okay, look at how many free agents we have. Holy moly. Okay, so Klingon's only asked for $12 million, which is quite shocking, but that does help because he would get paid a lot more in the last game. Connect, I'll bring back too. I don't know if I'll bring back Ron Holland for as much as he's asking for. Damian Lillard, I mean, we got to bring Dame back, right? We have to. Although, for $10 million, I don't know. If he's still sitting there, maybe I'd do it. Ron Holland, though, don't know if he's going to develop into much more than what he already is, which is kind of my problem with re-signing him. So, did Denny? We didn't get Denny back, did we? Oh my gosh, we lost Denny Avdia. Just realized that we lost Denny Avdia. That's actually disappointing. So, whatever. We gotta re-sign Ron Holland now. So we lost Denny Avdia. There were so many free agents that I totally just glossed over that. That's disappointing. So Dame, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and give a 1-year deal to. We gotta bring him back, man. For the Blazers culture. So we lose Denny Avdia. So now we gotta try to make a move using Ron Holland's new contract. I think that's the best thing we could possibly do at the moment. I think this is the move. We got to weaken the Dallas Mavericks somehow. We're going to be sending them Ron Holland in a first-round pick for Lively in a first-round pick. So we'll have Lively and Sar as our power forward center starting 5. That's kind of the game plan right now. So that's what we're going to be doing. So yeah, Sar's going to move over to 4. You get the point. So we lose Avdia, but we replace him with Derek Lively, or Alex Sar, I guess, is going to start the 4. You kind of get the vibe that I'm going with. But we got Scoot up to a 90. Derek Lively is down to 1 overall, which is kind of disappointing. Dame's down quite a bit, which not too surprising. But he's just going to be riding the bench this year. Young Hansen might actually play this year as well. So we got a lot of height, a lot of size. We're going to year 4. We're going to go see if this is the year that a championship comes to Portland. We were so close last year. So at the end of this season, we finished up at 65-17. So I feel like this is the year, if there was ever a year that this could be the season a championship is brought to the Portland Trailblazers for the first time since, I believe, 1977. So we're the first seed in the Western Conference. Here are your player stats. We had 32 points from Scoot Henderson, 21 from Shaedon Sharpe, 17 from Connect, 15 from Sar, 13 from Young Hansen. You had 10 and 8 from Lively. We had 8 from Kamara, 6 from Aldama, and 5 and 8 from Klingon. And we are the first seed in the West, by the way, as well, for the first time in the video. Offensive rating, we were number 1. And defensive rating, we were also number 1. So that is the key factor in all of this. This should, in theory, punch your ticket, hopefully, to the finals. That's the hope anyway. We're still going to be running a 9-man rotation for now, but we get to play the Phoenix Suns early on here, who have Booker, Green, Brooks, Fleming, Maluwak, Mark Williams, or Maluwak, however you say it. Anthony Simons is there now, and Neek Clifford. Okay. Game 1 is going to go to us. Game 2 is going to go to us. Game 3 is going to go to them. Game 4 is going to go to us. Beat them in 5, please. We do. Okay. Now we play the Oklahoma City Thunder. We got, they did beat us last year, so this could be a very tough series for us again, and they pretty much have the same team. We have a little bit of a different team, obviously, because we brought in Lively and have Sar playing the 4 now. Game 1 is going to go to us. Game 2 is going to go to us as well. So far, this is off to a much better start, and we will beat them in 5, hopefully. Yes, we're in the conference finals again. So we get to play the Golden State Warriors, who I know they acquired, of course, Jokic. They have Zion as well. So Jokic, Zion, Podziemski, RJ Barrett, Bruce Strickland, Dwayne Harrison, Ben Simmons, and Capella. This should be fun. Game 1 is going to go to us, though. Game 2 is going to go to us. So far, so good. 2-1. Can we beat them? 3-1. Yes, beat them in 5. All right, we got to go to Game 6 and hopefully win Game 6 and avoid a Game 7 at all costs. I don't want to go to a Game 7 with Jokic. I prefer not to, but it could. We are trying to come back late here, and we won't. So we are going to a Game 7 with this team. So I am going to go 8-man rotation as well. I'm pulling out all the stops. The Hawks are in the finals. We need it. Game 7, go to us, please. I need to win my first championship of 2K26. Can we make it happen? It's a close game. I don't like how close it is. Oh, gosh, they take the lead. Oh, my gosh, it's a close game. We got to jump in and watch. We got to jump in and watch, don't we? 108 to 106. Man, either I'm going to be just heartbroken or we're going to be so happy. So, man, I'm nervous, though. They have the ball, and we got 50 seconds left. Scoreboard's looking pretty cool. The game, I'm not going to lie, looks pretty good. It looks really nice. I don't know. Maybe it's just the... There's something about it that looks different. So we have Jokic. Oh, my gosh, what a swap by Lively. We needed that. Why do we have all of our bigs on the floor right now? We have every single big on our team on the floor. Kamara 3, please go in. Oh, my gosh. 109 to 108. I don't know why we have every big on the team on the floor right now. I don't love that, but it worked in the last possession. So we do. Oh my gosh, Scoop, play defense, please. You're about to get. Oh my gosh, get on. Jokic almost turned. No way, Strickland. He returns the favor. It's 111 to 109. We need to tie the game. Can you please put the actual starting 5 on the floor? Don't know why. Whatever. So. Let's see. Sharp's going to get the ball. Shaden Sharp is going to have Podziemski guarding him. We have our starting 5 on the floor now. He's going to take it down, dude. I'm nervous. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Scoot Henderson is going to get... No, we're just going to... Dude, please get a good shot off. So, Shaden Sharp... Oh, my gosh. This is it. Okay, we tie it. We tie it. 111, 111. I'll take it. I'll take it. At least we tie the game. But, man... The sweat looks good as well, by the way. I know 2K probably loves hearing that. Oh my gosh, the crowd's pretty cool too. I like the phones out. That's really dope. All right, we got to get a stop here. Game 7 to win the championship. Or no, let's get to the finals. What am I talking about? We get the steal though. Okay, well, it would have been nice to have, had more time there. We got the steal, and we're going to overtime. So at least we forced overtime. Let's see if we're going to win an OT though. Man, this video has been a great start to 2K26, but the best way for it to end is obviously in our favor. So I'm praying it works out that way. 111 to 113. It's a tied game again. Please score. Okay, it's a 118, 115. It's a 3-point game. It's a 1-point game. Okay, jump in and watch once again. They have possession again. This is a very similar situation we find ourselves in when we jumped in earlier. So RJ Barrett with the ball. My heart is beating out of my chest. Jokic has great position. Lively was there, but just not enough defense. Gave up too much inside position there. So it's 119 and 122. There's still plenty of time, though. Got to get a good shot off. Shaden Sharp. Going to have Podziemski guarding him. Sar. Screen. I mean, you got an open mid-range if you want to take it, but he doesn't. So, Sharp. Okay. I mean, that should go in. Yeah, okay. 1-point game. So at least we answer. We just got to get a stop. Zion and Jokic is an interesting pairing, by the way. They got them both through free agency. Again, Lively, you're just giving up You're just giving up inside position like too easily, dude. It's just actually ridiculous. I know it's Jokic, don't get me wrong, but man, try to fight for a little bit better there. He's just getting way too close to the basket. Shaden Sharp Gotta try to make something happen here. He's going to cook Podziemski again, though. We're going to have to foul, though, to play the foul game. We need a missed free throw. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Syntax shows a free throw line. Gil Henderson does foul out, which sucks. All right, Zion. Dude, send Zion to the free throw line. I'm more than okay with that. They're going to inbound to Zion. Go for it. Foul him immediately. They go to Jones, and they foul. Okay, so Connect's going to step in. If Zion would have gotten the inbound, that would have been cool. Jones, free throw line, missed one. Nope, makes the first one. And he's probably going to make the second one as well. He makes both. Okay, we got a timeout. We got a big thing here. 126, 123. No matter what here, this is about to be heartbreaking or relieving. So let's see. We need a 3. I mean, we could go for a 2. There is still plenty of time. Sharp, they're going to go to Lively. Kamara, Lively. Sharps get the ball. He's going to go for 2, it looks like. Oh, Connect. This is beautiful. This is it. Yes! Oh my gosh, dude. We are so clutch right now. Dalton Connect ties it up. That was the most perfect player to have taken that shot for us there. Those are rings around the wrist. Okay, that's not phones. That looks really cool. I like that. But all right, we got to get a stop again and force another overtime. Let's see if we get a steal. We'll have more time to... Oh boy, I don't like this. Zion's going to have the ball. Sar's going to be guarding him. This Connect could get... Okay, Jokic. They're going to... Dude, don't do it to us, Jones. Gotta be kidding me, dude. Oh my gosh, that is the most heartbreaking thing for this this. I don't even have words. We don't have a shot to get this. Yeah, there's no chance. Connect's gonna shoot it. Doesn't have a chance, dude. That's how our first 2K26 rebuild's gonna end. Are we serious, dude? Absolutely devastating. Absolutely heartbreaking. But that was a classic, I will say. Regardless, of course, we're all aware that there is some things in 2K26 that, or 2K in general, that they probably will never change. And there's always going to be some weird things about it. But overall, at least we can still hypothetically do rebuilds in it in a way. I just wish there were some better features that they would fix. But that's too much to ask for. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.